Painted in 1878 by Pierre-Auguste Renoir, Madame Charpentier and Her Children is a masterpiece that eloquently captures the refined lifestyle of France's upper class in the late 19th century. More than just a portrait, the work is a symbolic representation of maternal love and the innocence of childhood. It also serves as a cultural document, reflecting family values, contemporary fashion, interior design, and the intersection of art and literature during the Belle Époque. At the center of the composition sits Madame Charpentier, born Marguerite-Louise Lemonnier 1848–1904, poised and elegant in her armchair. Standing beside her is her son, Paul-Émile-Charles 1875–1895, while to the right, her daughter Georgette-Berthe perches playfully atop a large black Newfoundland dog. The entire scene is rendered in warm, soft tones, with meticulous attention to harmony in clothing, furniture, wallpaper, and carpeting. One particularly noteworthy aspect is the appearance of young Paul. At the age of 3, his hair remains uncut, and like his sister, he wears a white dress. This reflects a popular trend among bourgeois families of the time, in which young boys were dressed in feminine attire until a certain age. It speaks to the cultural norms and expectations of childhood in that era. Renoir's eye for detail shines through in the depiction of both clothing and interior design. Madame Charpentier's dress represents the height of Parisian fashion at the time, predominantly black, yet adorned with delicate lace, satin, and frills, all painted with exquisite precision. The background furnishings also draw attention. A folding screen reminiscent of Japanese aesthetics and Asian-inspired furniture hint at a taste for international styles. These elements are more than decorative, they reflect the Charpentier family's cultivated tastes and, in particular, their interest in Japanese art. Japanism, or Japanism, was in vogue in France during this period, and Impressionist painters such as Monet, Degas, and Renoir himself were deeply influenced by Japanese woodblock prints and decorative arts. The portrait was commissioned by Georges Charpentier, a renowned publisher who played a central role in promoting naturalist literature. Through his publishing house, he championed the works of Émile Zola, Gustave Flaubert, and the Goncourt brothers, among others. His wife, Marguerite, was not only a supporter of literature and the arts but also a prominent salon hostess, regularly inviting artists and intellectuals into her home for spirited conversation and cultural exchange. Marguerite Charpentier's social and cultural influence is evident in the fact that this painting was given a prominent placement at the Salon of 1879, an official state-sponsored exhibition. Such recognition of an impressionist work at the Salon was rare at the time and marked a significant turning point in Renoir's career. Art historians often regard this success as a milestone that helps solidify his reputation and expand his opportunities as a portraitist of the bourgeoisie. The emotional core of the painting lies in the tender dynamic between mother and children. Madame Charpentier's composed and serene expression radiates quiet affection and pride. In contrast, Georgette and Paul exude youthful spontaneity and sibling affection. Georgette's playful pose, sitting on the back of the family dog, is particularly vivid and charming, revealing Renoir's talent for capturing the intimate and joyful moments of family life. This harmonious portrayal of motherhood and familial love closely aligns with the ideals of domesticity prevalent at the time. The image presents a vision of the bourgeois family not only as a social unit but as an ideal to be admired. Renoir manages to combine idealization with realism, creating a scene that feels both elevated and deeply human, inviting viewers to connect with the warmth and familiarity of its subject. Renoir's brushwork in this painting retains the fluidity and spontaneity characteristic of Impressionism while achieving the precision required for portraiture. Faces, gestures, and the textures of fabrics are rendered with subtle nuance. Skin tones glow with gentle pinks and ochres, conveying a sense of life and softness. Highlights on clothing and the sheen of furniture surfaces demonstrate Renoir's masterful handling of light, which envelopes the composition in a gentle radiance. The color palette further illustrates Renoir's genius. Black, white, red, blue, and gold all make their appearances, but never clash or overwhelm. Everything is in balance. The background and decorative elements are not merely supporting roles, they are integrated into the overall harmony, bringing vitality to the scene and showcasing the artist's skill in composition. The painting also reflects the broader socio-economic context of late 19th century France, a period marked by industrialization and the rise of the middle class. Families like the Charpentiers were emblematic of the new bourgeoisie, well-educated, wealthy, and deeply involved in cultural life. Their tastes and values shaped the development of modern art, literature, theater, and fashion. Within this framework, Renoir's painting serves not only as a celebration of one family but also as a visual record of a cultural epoch. His affirmative portrayal of bourgeois life can be seen as a reflection of his own changing social position as a once struggling artist who gained support and recognition from elite patrons such as the Charpentiers. In every aspect, composition, technical finesse, cultural depth, and emotional resonance, Madame Georges Charpentier and her children stands out as one of Renoir's finest achievements. It transcends the boundaries of portraiture to become a visual poem that captures the spirit of its time. As Marcel Proust once observed, it contains the poetry of a graceful home and its beautiful costumes, a sentiment that lingers in the viewer's imagination long after the first glance.